So, why you mad when, why do people get offended when a Christian says that he doesn't do something, you know, or a Christian says something in a way that makes him feel, what is the word? When a Christian um, when a Christian says a word or says something about his life that he um, does differently. Why do people get mad and start saying, well, should nobody be judging me? And should nobody be, if I want to do this, I want to do that. And they start hating on the church. Well, wait a minute, I didn't even say I was a Christian. I just said that, now somehow you found out I was a Christian because people talking and gossiping. Not that I'm ashamed that you know that I'm a Christian. I don't really preach the gospel to you. I'm not really trying to evangelize these people. Maybe I should, but the thing is, I don't remember having a discussion with you about me being a Christian and me talking to you about what I believe. But you just assume what I believe. See, that's a problem here in America. This problem isn't big in other countries, but here in America, that's a big deal. People always assuming, you know, people always assuming what Christians believe. And I had to explain to people, that, hey, you know, um, there's, Christianity, if you're going to call it that, is diverse. Okay? Everybody doesn't, matter of fact, there's people who call themselves Christians, they don't even like the Bible. It should be locked. I don't know why it's open. Let me see if I can lock it. Let me see if I can lock it. I might not have the key for this, so if I don't have the key for it, I'm not worried about it. Oh, I don't have the key for it, so it ain't my problem. Not my problem. But the other thing is, someone will say that they always like to use that term, I'm a free man. But they say it in anger, like, you know what I'm saying? Why do people get angry about stuff that they don't know about? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if I'm going around and I'm saying, hey, you're all living in sin. You're all going to hell and all this kind of stuff. And everybody is like angry when they talk about, the idea that somebody might believe, the Bible's description of things or biblical belief, they just start like telling you, that this is the way you are and all this kind of stuff. And when you try to explain to them, when you try to break it down for them, they start talking like, oh well, tidbits, you know, whatever, you know, when you try to break it down for them. Okay. Um, that's always been an issue for me is people always they want to break it down for you, but when you try to break it down for them, it's like whatever. If you're going to break it down, know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Don't break it down, know what you're talking about. Because you broke it down for me and you was wrong. Don't break it down, know what you're talking about. Okay? So, to me, um, so to me, you should, in order for you to give God a chance, in order for you to learn anything from God, my point is that there has to be those that have the files, those that have the documents, um, those that keep the history, just like science or anything else. You know what I mean? Like if you are training in science, you know, um, everybody that's practicing a certain type of science, they all believe the same, or they all know this, they all at least have the same information. Even if they don't believe the same information, they all have the same information, is what I'm saying. Even scientists don't all agree with each other, but they all understand the same teaching. They all understand the same principles. Okay? So, it's the same way with Christianity, just like anything else. Like, we have a choice of whether we want to believe what we know, because it's documented. The history of it is documented. The Bible is a document, okay, that gives us culture and gives us meaning and purpose within the Christian community, okay? And there's no reason why people should be, so judgmental as they sit there and say that you're judging, the church is judging us, or saying everybody's going to hell. But like the minute someone said the word Christian, or the minute someone said, the word Bible, you went to judging and just assuming it, okay? And you were wrong. And so, and I know out my head, and I say, okay. And then I break it down for you. You're going to break it back to me. Well, wait a minute. One of us knows. The other one is responding out of his feelings and emotions. One of us knows. And I just had somebody tell me, like, how they feel. But to hell with what they know. It doesn't matter what they know. Okay? It doesn't matter what they know. Um, I like to think that, if I'm going to say that I like riding scooters, I know a lot about scooters. And I know how to protect myself on a scooter. You know what I'm saying? If I really want to get it all in the scooter life and say that scooters are the best thing to commute from one place to another, it's the most cost efficient and all like that, I should know something about scooters. I should know a lot about scooters based on how long have I been riding a scooter. I should know a lot about scooters. And if I don't know a lot about scooters, then I can just be honest and say, well, I really don't know, and direct you to somebody that does know. That's the way we do it as Christians. The way we do it as Christians, you know? It hurts me to try to share the gospel, and a lot of times I find myself sharing the gospel when I don't mean to, because people, what do? Out of nowhere, they attack what we believe. You just throw us in the mix and start talking about us, and it's like, well, that's not what we believe, and that's not the way it's written, and that's not why that says that the way it does. You know. But I mean, I've seen people, and even tonight, I've seen people just get in their feelings because you said one thing positive about the Christian community. You happen to believe, even if you partially believe, they get all up in their feelings and start getting a little angry and uncomfortable with you. But they brought it up. And you tell them what you understand and what you know. When they brought it up, you know. And then, here's another thing. It's wrong for you to feel that a Christian shouldn't talk about Jesus or talk about righteousness or talk about sin or anything like that around you, okay? But yet you talk about evil around Christian and you act like it's good. You go to talking about fornication when you got a wife at home. You know what I'm saying? You go to talking about, your infidelity, and you go to talking about, being loose and filthy and, you know, it's okay for you to say, it's okay for you to talk loosely and immorally and filthy in front of a Christian. But it's wrong for a Christian to talk about God to you. You see the hypocrisy there? You know? But, this is why I am a Christian. Because of this. Because of the hypocrisy of the world around us. And it's not just going from a Christian or going from people that don't know the Lord to a Christian, but it's going from people who don't know the Lord to other people that don't know the Lord. And there's all these people, you know what I'm saying, doing all these things, making up all these rules and laws and policies that are ungodly, while they act all kosher about them. Act like it's a good thing. And I'm sorry if some people like myself find this very, 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 very evil. But again, we don't get all up in our feelings and go tripping when we have to correct you about your nonsense. Okay? But that's why I am DeRoy Cruz. That's why I'm your life applications officer, and that's why I'm a Christian. because of this nonsense that's going on, the hypocrisy of the world. The world is becoming more hypocritical every day. Okay? And that's going to cause you to have a problem with a Christian, not because the Christian is doing anything new or getting out of control. No, you're out of control and you're becoming more and more hypocritical every day. That's why it really bothers you for a Christian to have any rights to say anything positive about anything godly. Okay? God bless you. I am D. Recruiters, your life applications officer. Thank you for watching.